Iggy Azalea's empire. Hey everyone! Today, we're taking an epic dive into Iggy Azalea's empire. Her music, fortune, businesses, luxury lifestyle, and more. These aren't just numbers. You're gonna understand how it all fits together. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's jump in. Who is Iggy Azalea? And how did she make it? Born Amethyst Kelly in 1990 in Sydney, Australia, Iggy took a bold leap at age 16 by moving to the US on her own. Definitely a high-risk, high-reward move. She started posting freestyles online, eventually catching the eye of T.I.'s Grand Hustle label. She dropped a mixtape called Ignorant Art in 2011, but it was her 2014 debut album, The New Classic, that blew things wide open. Albums: The New Classic, 2014. Picture this. 52,000 copies sold in its first week in the US. A stellar debut. It hit number 3 on the Billboard 200 and was historic. Iggy became the first non-American female rapper to top the R&B hip-hop albums chart. That's niche history right there. By some estimates, total US sales hit 500,000, earning her platinum certification, and gold in Canada and Australia. On Spotify, she was one of the top streamed artists of 2014 in the US and a major global streaming star. And the singles? Her track Fancy with Charlie XCX topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks, making her only the 4th solo female rapper ever to hit 1. Plus, Fancy and Ariana Grande's Problem held the top 2 spots simultaneously. Only the Beatles had pulled that off before. Her next single, Black Widow, with Rita Ora, also landed in the top 5. In My Defense, 2019. Fast forward to mid-2019, she independently released In My Defense. It debuted at number 50 on Billboard 200 and number 6 on independent albums, moving around 11,261 equivalent album units, including 5,779 physical copies. Critics were lukewarm, and it didn't match her debut's impact, but it did rack up hundreds of millions of streams, proof that Iggy's fanbase is still with her. Call out to audience. Which Iggy's single hits hardest for you? Fancy or Sally Walker? Drop it below.
Nothing but pain, stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame.
Awards and records that marked her career. Okay, here's where the star power kicks in. Iggy's been nominated for 4 Grammys, including Record of the Year for Fancy and Best New Artist. She's racked up wins too: 2 American Music Awards, several Billboard Music Awards, and a VMA, not to mention Teen Choice and People's Choice Awards. And back home, she bagged an ARIA Award for Breakthrough Artist in 2014. Some of her standout records. She became the first international rapper to top the R&B/hip-hop albums chart. Fancy ruled number 1 for 7 weeks, and she had simultaneous number 1 and number 2 hits on the Hot 100, seen only before with the Beatles. Tours, shows, and earnings, interactive style. In 2014, she launched the New Classic Tour, reportedly pulling in over $15 million in ticket and merch sales. And for private gigs or festivals, she's been rumored to charge anywhere from $50,000 to $500,000 per appearance, depending on date and location. Reviews? Critics say her shows are colorful, polished, and fun, though not vocally groundbreaking. But hey, it's about the spectacle. Would you go to a show that's edgy and full of energy, even if it's not vocally perfect? Let me know down below. Earnings breakdown. Why she's worth about $25 million. As of 2025, Iggy's net worth estimates hover around $25 million, a solid foothold thanks to her diversified empire. Here's what's boosting her bank. 1. Streaming and royalties. Fancy, Black Widow, and others still rack up massive plays, bringing in steady, passive income. 2. Live shows and tours. bring in an estimated $1 to $3 million annually, depending on how much she tours. 3. OnlyFans. She launched her account in 2023 and reportedly made about $48 million in that year alone, making her one of the top-earning creators. Early 2024 alone, around $9 million. 4. Brand endorsements. She's partnered with names like Fashion Nova, Revolve, Levi's, Mac, earning an estimated $1 to $2 million per year there. 5. Entrepreneurship and investments. Launched a perfume Devil's Advocate, a makeup line with BH Cosmetics, and has a stake in startups like Poppy Soda and Magic Spoon. Plus, she reportedly sold part of her music catalog for around $15 million, giving her long-term security. Assets: mansions, cars, Lux Living explained. In Hidden Hills, she bought a $5.2 million mansion in 2021, complete with 6 bedrooms and a pool. Come May 2023, she sold it at $5.949 million, walking away with about $750,000 profit. She also invested in a $2.7 million Atlanta home and owns Airbnb rental properties in Texas, Florida, and Arizona, providing extra passive income. And her ride? A red Ferrari 458 valued at roughly $70,000, plus splurges on designer fashion, jewelry, and global travel. TV, film cameos, and soundtrack credits. She popped up cameo style in Furious 7, 2015. Just a quick appearance, but enough to be seen. In 2016, she served as a judge on the X Factor Australia, showing her judging and TV side. She's also appeared briefly in shows like Hollywood Medium, Chelsea Lately, and Wild and Out. Her tracks have turned up on film and TV soundtracks too. Maybe not always credited up front, but the placement is low-key massive. Ever spotted her in a show or movie? The bigger picture, why it all matters. Iggy's journey is a masterclass in reinvention. From chart-topping artist to self-made entrepreneur, streaming and royalties continue to fund her. But branching into OnlyFans, personal brands, real estate, and investments is where she took control. She became the boss. Despite some controversies and critics, she carved out creative and financial freedom. Quick recap. 1. The new classic launched her to international fame with chart domination. 2. In My Defense showed her independence, though with a quieter splash. 3. Big touring earnings, OnlyFans explosion, superstar brand partnerships, real estate portfolio. 4. Awards, record-breaking tops, and a global empire with longevity. Final question. Do you think launching OnlyFans was a bold career move or a genius business pivot? Let me know if you're hashtag Team Iggy or hashtag Team Traditional. Smash that like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.